Good morning, everyone. How are you? There we go. Alrighty. Give me just a second to get set up. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. How are you all today? Good morning, Sherry. Thank you, thank you. What are we doing today? All right. Good morning, everybody who's just coming on. My name is Robin Link, and I am a life strategist and intuitive life coach, also the creator of Spiritual Perfectionist Anonymous. Okay, here we go. Yay, nice and early. Also the creator of Spiritual Perfectionist Anonymous, and I am here with your angelic energy forecast for I keep looking over because I keep checking the dates. August 10th to August 16th, 2016. So let's get right into this and see what the energy for the upcoming week is all about. Creativity, nice. This showed up last week as well. I think this was one of our more supportive cards. And so they're talking to me about this week is definitely going to be a great week for you to tap into your creativity and for you to find new ways of doing things. Maybe new ways to get the dogs not to howl during these recordings. Yeah, so definitely new ways of doing things, tapping into your creativity. I feel like some of you have some really cool, creative new projects that are coming up. They've been kind of like sitting on the outside of your mind, and this week they're going to just kind of burst forth, and you're just going to be on fire with creativity. And I really love that. So let's see what energy is supporting the creativity this week. Patience. So good. You're going to have the patience that you need to get things done, and I'm really happy to see that, because I don't know about you guys, but all too often I have a creative project that just wants to come out, and I try to make it all happen at once, and it doesn't want to all happen at once. It's like I want to create it, I want to get it on paper, I want to launch it, I want to do it all in the same day. And sometimes you just got to wait for the paint to dry, right? So that's not going to be such an issue for you guys this week. The energy is there for you to tap in, for you to take that breath. And the other thing that they're saying to me is, because this is going to be such an out of the box and some kind of new thing that you haven't created before, at least not this way, that it's going to be really, really, really important for you to maintain that patience. Good morning, everybody who's coming on. So let's see what the energy that's going to be challenging us. All right. So miracles, okay? And miracles, there's always an abundance of miracles, okay? But the challenging aspect of the miracles this week is trying to push them and trying to force them and trying to make them happen before they're ready. Remember, we're going to be using patience. We're going to be needing patience this week. And so we need to be patient as well with the miracles and the way they show up. And the other thing that's really, really important, hey Jen, how are you? Please, please, please tell the other cars to stay away from you. Genevieve last week was listening to the broadcast, listening while she was driving, not watching, and somebody rear-ended her, like out of the blue. The lady was swatting a fly. It was so crazy, and I don't remember what we were talking about, but when it happened, it was relevant to the energy. It was really, really crazy. So good. She's just leaving the gym. Should be good. Awesome. So the miracles, yeah, they're definitely going to be here this week. But like I said, they're going to be a little more challenging, and they're going to be showing up even more differently than the way you're expecting them to. Okay. So if you're, you might, let's say you're looking for a financial miracle, right? And you're sitting there and it's like you need $500 in cash, and the $500 in cash isn't showing up, and it's not showing up, and it's not showing up. It'll show up differently in a different form, but in a form that's helpful to you. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, so the aha moments. Where are those aha moments coming in? Hey, Chris, how are you? So the aha moments are going to come in during that time of meditation. All right, so let's start putting this all together again. So the energy of the week is going to be, Dominique's here too. Hello, hello. So the energy for the upcoming week is going to be creativity, right? That's what we talked about at the beginning. And so it's tapping into that creative spirit of yours. It's going to be creating different and new out of the box things. We'll just say things. Oh, good. I'm glad you had a cool meditation. Good. Definitely some out-of-the-box kind of things. So it's also going to be creative problem solving. That's the thing. So many people feel like they're not creative because they're not artistic. They don't write, they don't paint, they don't do stuff like that. However, creativity also comes up in problem solving. Some people are very, very creative problem solvers. That's where I feel like one of my gifts is, and that's what makes me an effective coach, is because I'm able to solve problems for people or help them to find different solutions than they wouldn't normally think of, and they're more of the creative nature. So for you this week, look at where you are more creative. Maybe it's the way you dress. Maybe it's the way you speak. Maybe it's the way you see things. And maybe you are artistic, and maybe you're all of that, okay? So stay open to those ideas and say yes when that crazy idea comes up that sounds like way too off the wall, even for you, all right? The energy of patience is supporting us this week, okay? And man, I need, I don't know, I think they gave me that one personally. I have, so yay, hearts. I love the hearts. Sorry. I have some stuff going on that required me to go to court, and the court date keeps getting put off, and it keeps getting put off. And man, I just want it done. I just really want it done. So patience is also there for me as well. So be patient with your creativity. Be patient with your creative spirit. Be patient with the way things are showing up for you. Be patient with you, okay? Have more patience for you, right? We find ourselves able to have patience for our kids. We find ourselves having patience for, everybody else in the world except for ourselves. And except for, the other place that we don't always have patience, it's interesting. The people that we work with when we're not in a job that we love. So this is, it's so funny. I always wonder where the big teaching is going to come through. And yes, yeah, I always wonder where the big teaching is going to come through. And this is where it's coming through. All right. And it's having the patience with others in a way that doesn't make too many allowances for them. Good morning. That doesn't make too many allowances for them, okay? So this is, having patience with people who maybe are not as spiritually evolved as you are. Maybe they're not as compassionate as you are. Maybe they have different political views, right? That's going on in a big way in our country right now. So it's learning to have patience with these people and not letting their opinions ignite you. Okay? That's huge. You know, you got to remember something. People can spew all they want, and you don't have to let it affect you. Right? So your coworker, and I'm not saying this is easy, okay? But your coworker can sit there and complain all day long. You know what, Dominique? It's not a try, and again, it's making that decision that you're not going to let it bother you. Now, it doesn't mean you're always going to be successful at it, but once you make that decision to not let the coworker and them spewing their garbage bother you, then you are already more empowered than you were before. All right. So, and I know that I mean, we've just got so much hatred going on and stuff like that. And it's like, well, how do you not let it bother you? And of course, it's going to hurt you. You're empathic, right? So it is about sending the love out to their soul, okay? Because what you need to remember is that human that is so angry and who is also impatient and who is judgmental and all of that stuff, they are living life through their wounds. This is one of the most important things that I remind people of all the time. People live their life and see the world through their wounds. So the more that your wounding gets healed, the more you're able to see the world from a more unified and integrated place. Yeah, I am an empath, and I think most of us are empaths. Um, but I've learned how to just continually send the energy back. And I also put up a lot of different kinds of blocks and stuff. It moves through me a lot faster when it does hit me. Takes practice. So, and it takes patience to get there. But yeah, that's the big thing. It's just remembering that people are operating from their wounds. And so it's very hard to send love to a hateful person. So you send love to their soul. All right. And so what that's doing is it's not condoning the behavior. What it is doing is it is sending basically healing energy. You know, the light overcomes the dark, right? It's not always easy, but by continually pushing the light out, you're first of all forming a protective barrier around yourself. You're doing what you came here to do, spread the light. You know, and so that really helps dissipate the negativity, and it gets you back into your truth, and it helps you boy, you work in a hospital. Yeah, give me a second, Grim Reaper, and I'll talk about that. He's saying that he works in a hospital, and he's an empath. So, you know, I know plenty of you in this broadcast have been in situations like that. So yeah, so the patience is all, you know, again, sending that light out and sending that light out. And Grim Reaper, that's really one of the best things that you can do as well, so that you don't take on and continually take on other people's energy, right? And feeling other people's energy. It's tough. It's not an easy thing, but it takes a lot of practice. So what you guys want to do is you really want to get connected with heaven and with earth, right? You know, and whatever you want to call heaven, you know, up in the sky, however it is, but more of that etheric energy, right? And then you want to get grounded into the earth energy. And what I like to do is I still my mind as much as I can, and I breathe, and I imagine a cord of energy, a cord of light that is traveling up through my upper chakras and up connecting with the energy of unconditional love. in that world of non-duality, whatever that is for you, okay, where you feel most safest in that energy. And I send that up, and I send love and gratitude, and I allow myself to receive love and gratitude and light from there, and I allow it to fill my body, okay? And that's more of a masculine energy. And then from my heart, I send another cord of light, and I send that down into the earth, okay? And that's connecting more with the mother energy, more with the nurturing energy. And and that's all about, what are those little cameras? I've been seeing those coming up on Twitter, Periscope. Anyway, but more of that earthly energy and the mom energy and the nurturing energy. And a lot of us haven't ever gotten the nurturing that we need. So we allow ourselves to receive that more feminine energy. And these entwine in the body, okay? So you're connected with the more masculine, the etheric energy, and then you're connected with the more feminine mother energy, right? Earth energy. Let that fill your body. And then from there, you just imagine yourself in that white light, in the bubble of white light, and you expand that out as far as you can. But I mean in all directions, not just front, back, and side. Don't forget the top, don't forget your bottom. And as the day goes on, if you feel yourself kind of losing it, make that connection again and start sending that light out again. All right, that's probably one of the most effective ways that I know how to stay unaffected, or as, as unaffected as possible from outside energies. The other thing that I do is I also consistently throughout the day say, whatever energy that isn't mine and isn't aligned with the highest levels of love, return to sender. And if you want, if it feels better, say return to sender with love attached. All right, but this is a consistent practice, and especially Grim Reaper for you working in a hospital. All right, so try that and see how it goes. Definitely constantly all day long. Like, even when you think about work, do it. Make sure you're connected, send the light out, and you can also surround your office space with light beforehand. And all you're doing is you're just helping to bring in more of that light energy. Okay, and that's the kind of stuff that helps you to become less affected, so easy for me to say, in the real world. Just in general, in the real world. All right, so to get back on track, the energy that is showing up this week is creativity, okay? The energy that's supporting it is patience. Our challenges are going to be in the miracles. They're not going to show up as quickly as we want them. They're not going to show up the way we want them, okay? But they absolutely will be showing up. Probably not until the end of the week, unless it's really like one of those big, huge things. So the key here is trust, and trust. Your aha moments are going to be coming up during your meditation, all right? And even during meditation, it's really important to send out that light and to make sure that you're connected this way, that you don't inadvertently connect with maybe some of the more unsavory energies, okay? So that's it for the week. I'm Robin Link. I thank you so much for being here. That was the energy forecast for, I'm looking at the dates again, August 10th to August 16th, 2016. I invite you to join us in Facebook, in our free Facebook group, Spiritual Perfectionist Anonymous, and we just kind of hang out there supporting each other and supporting each other's intentions and affirming each other's divine perfection, even when our human perfection does not exist. And actually, we don't even want to try for the human perfection. We're learning how to let that go. So have a great week, everybody. I will see you all next Wednesday. All right, bye-bye. And here we go. See what happens when I go too long, then